Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to my channel Academic Tuber. Today we are going to solve CDC model set of grade 10 science. Before that, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel, and for more update hit the bell icon. If you want more videos related to this, please like and do share these videos among your friends, and also don't forget to give your valuable response in comment section. So moving from this section A, we are going to start from the multiple choice question. So which of the following is the first stage towards signal receivers? And here the options are decoder, encoder, demodulator and modulator. So we know that the decoder, it removes the possible error in the final output signals, whereas encoder, it compresses the data to a minimum number of bits. Demodulator, this is the first step on the side of receiver, and the signal received in the receiver is demodulated, and modulator, it modulates the data to be transmitted by the carrier. So therefore, so the first stage towards the signal receiver, the correct answer is demodulator. Next one, which why is cycles kept in gymnosperm? So cycles is kept in a gymnosperm because it has cone instead of flower, and seeds is naked. Next one, when Sonjo observed a specimen in the laboratory, she found that both the organisms were long and cylindrical. She also found that organism A has a cylindrical segmented body and organism B has not segmented body. By studying the above characteristics, which statement is true for this organism? So statement 1 is correct, as organism A is hermaphrodite whereas organism B is unisexual. Organism A has cylindrical segmented body. That means the organism belongs to phylum Annelida, and we know that Annelida, the organisms belonging to the phylum Annelida, most of them are hermaphrodite. Similarly, long cylindrical unsegmented body is the main characteristics of Nema helminthes, and we know that the organism belonging to Nema helminthes, they are unisexual. Okay, codice formed by the fusion of caterpillar and fungi is shown in the figure, and what is the relation between caterpillar and fungus in this process? So the relation is parasitic. Next one, the mass of Earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. What would be the acceleration due to gravity of the meteor falling from 10,000 kilometer height from the center? So options are 4.2 meter per second square, 4.002 meter per second square, 4 meter per second square, and 4.02 meter per second square, and the right answer is 4.02 meter per second square. So here in the question, mass of Earth is given, and the distance and the height of meteor from the center of Earth is also given. Using the formula, acceleration due to gravity small g equals to capital G capital M by R plus H whole square, we will get the answer. Next one, why do objects float more easily in seawater than in river water? And the answer is density of seawater is more than that of river. Next one, Sarthak named red, green, violet, and blue colored ray in dispersion of speed in prism as VR, BG, BV, and VP respectively. Which is correct order of speed made by him? So we know that the speed of different color in the visible spectrum is different. The light wave with the longest wavelength in the visible spectrum is red light, and its speed is comparatively more than that of the other waves of other color in the visible spectrum. The speed and the wavelength of violet are least among these 7 colors, and we know the color sequence B, I, B, G, Y, O, R. So option C, third, is the correct answer. Next one, which is the most realistic theory about origin of the universe? And the answer is Big Bang theory. So what is denoted by X in the given reaction? So we know that this reaction is a decomposition reaction where the potassium chlorate decomposes into potassium chloride and oxygen gas. So this is also the laboratory preparation of oxygen gas. Here X denotes catalyst, manganese dioxide. Next one, statement and two arguments are given below. Statement: stomach pesticide is a type of pesticide based on a mode of action. And argument 1, in this process the insect die when they eat leaves and fruits of plants treated by pesticide. Argument 2, when these pesticides come contact with air, poisonous gas is released due to which the insect dies. And option 3 is correct, that is statement and argument 1 is correct but argument 2 is incorrect. Now we will move towards the group B, and in group B here it comes the very short answer type questions. So first question is, why are control variable important? So we know that control variables are important because it allows us to get an unbiased relationship between dependent and independent variables without any external effects. Next one is state Archimedes principle. So Archimedes principle, it states that when a body is wholly or partially immersed in a liquid, it experiences an upward force called upthrust, which is equal to the weight of liquid displaced by it. Next one, Anu cannot distinguish red and green color. What is the main cause of this problem? So Anu's inability to distinguish between a red and green colors is most likely due to the condition called color blindness, and the main cause of this is genetic disorder, which is heredity. Next one, a student of class can see letters written on instructional board uh, where uh, where he or she sits on the first bench and cannot see clearly when she or he sits on last bench. What type of lens is used to remove these defects? As the student is able to see the nearby object, he or she might be suffering from myopia, and to correct this defect of vision, concave lens should be used. So what happens when bar magnet is placed inside the solenoid at rest? When the bar magnet is kept inside solenoid at rest, the direction of movement of the galvanometer needle does not change. What is the main cause of determination of future of universe? So the main cause of determination of future of universe is gravity. Write the name of main ore of iron. The main ore of iron is hematite, Fe2O3. Next one, in the laboratory, Pratik choose electro refining process to purify copper obtained from reduction process. He connects impure copper to negative terminal of cell and pure copper to positive terminal of cell, and the copper sulfate is used as electroplating. What is the mistake he made in this process? So Pratik should not connect the impure copper to the positive terminal of the cell anode and pure copper to negative terminal of cell. So that is the mistake he has made in this process. So write a difference between the given hydrocarbon on the basis of reactivity. So the basis of reactivity. So figure A it shows the saturated hydrocarbon alkane, whereas figure B it shows the unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is alkene. So hydrocarbon of figure A is less reactive, and the hydrocarbon of figure B is more reactive. As in figure B, so carbon-carbon atoms, they are connected with a double covalent bond, which is weaker as compared to single bond. Now we'll move towards the section C, short answer type question. Prove that electric resistance ohm equals to kg meter cube second per second cube per ampere square. So according to the Ohm's law, we know that B equals to IR or R equals to B by I, and uh, B equals to W by Q into T, and the formula to calculate work done is force into displacement, and the formula to calculate charge is current into time. So substituting the SI units, we will get kg meter cube per second cube per ampere square. So write any two characteristics of class amphibia. So two characteristics of class amphibia are they need water for reproduction, and body is divided into two parts, that is head and trunk. Study the given concept map and name A and B. Okay, so here in middle honeybee it is given, and so right side after fertilization B is formed, and in left side after parthenogenesis A is formed. So from this given concept map we came to conclude that A is drone bee and B is queen bee. We know that drones are haploid and they have only 16 chromosomes. For the queen and the worker, they are diploid, having 32 chromosomes. Drones are developed from the unfertilized egg, and this process is parthenogenesis. Next one, write any two difference between somatic chromosome and sex chromosome. The another name for somatic chromosome is autosomes, and that for sex chromosome is heterosomes. So somatic chromosome they determine traits of the body, whereas sex chromosome they determine the gender of an individual. And the somatic chromosomes are labeled with numbers from 1 to 22, whereas sex chromosome they are labeled with letters XY or XX. Somatic chromosomes are same copies of autosomes. There are same copies of autosomes in male and female, whereas heterosomes they differ in size, behavior, and forms in male and female. Next one, draw a chart of result obtained by crossing black mouse capital B and hybrid black mouse capital B small b. So here is a chart showing the cross between the pure black mouse and hybrid black mouse. So pure black mouse and hybrid black mouse. So while crossing pure black mouse and hybrid black mouse, so two pure black mouse is formed and two hybrid black mouse is formed in F1 generation. White blood cells of Renu's blood is found 2500 after examining her blood. What are the possible causes of this? Write any two causes. So any two possible causes of decrease in the number of WBC are viral infection, bone marrow disorder. So WBC decrease in the number of WBC can also be caused by the autoimmune disorder, radiation therapy, nutritional deficiencies, or certain chronic conditions as well. Next one, despite the medicinal hubs in our locality, we are dependent upon imported medicines. That is one cause, and what can we do to increase the use of medicinal hubs? Write a point. So causes. So lack of awareness and knowledge about the effectiveness and uses of these herbs, and chemical drugs are cheap. That is the reason despite the medicinal herbs are in our locality, we are dependent upon the important medicines. And to overcome this remedy, or to increase the use of medicinal herbs, we have to educate the community about the identification, cultivation, and proper preparation of local medicinal herbs. We have to organize workshops, seminar, or training sessions on herbal medicines to teach community members how to use medicinal herbs effectively and safely. And we have to collaborate with the local healthcare providers to integrate herbal medicine with conventional medical practices when appropriate. Next one, write any two effects of gravity. So gravity, so any two effects of gravity is given below. Gravity causes objects to fall to the ground when released from a height, and all objects have weight due to gravity. Next one, Corbin dropped a stone from a tower of 49-meter high. 1 second later, he threw another stone. They both hit the ground at the same time. Find out the velocity with which he threw the second stone. So solution is given. So question. Corbin dropped a stone. So we know that when an object is dropped, so its initial velocity u is 0. So height of tower as it is given 49-meter, and acceleration is produced on a stone due to gravity, which is acceleration due to gravity, which is 9.8 meter per second square. So we know the formula h equals to ut plus half gt square. Substituting the value in this formula, we get the time as 3.16 seconds. So after 1 second, he threw another stone. So in second condition, so time taken by the second stone to hit the ground equals to 3.16 minus 1 equals to 2.16. So because the second stone is through 1 second later, that's why we are subtracting 1. So height of tower is same 49-meter, and acceleration due to gravity is also same 9.8 meter per second square. Using the formula h equals to ut plus half at square and substituting this value in this formula, we get the initial velocity as 12.09 meter per second square. Next one is set the given figure and answer the following questions. So what type of transformer is shown in the figure? So answer is step-up transformer, because the number of windings in primary core is less compared to the number of windings in the secondary coil. So that's why it is a step-up transformer. And why is this used in power station? A step-up transformer is used in power station primarily for the purpose of increasing the voltage of electrical power before it is transmitted over long distance to power lines. This is done to minimize power losses during transmission and distribution. Next one, NIBA made the device as shown in the figure, but rate of rotation of coil is found less. What should be done to increase the rate of rotation of coil? And write in two methods. So any two methods to increase the rate of rotation of coil are: voltage should be increased and the strength of magnets should also be increased. So next one, suppose equal volume of hydrochloric acid is kept in conical flask A, B and C. If 10 gram powder limestone is kept in A and C, and pieces of 10 gram limestone is kept in B, in which conical flask rate of chemical reaction is fast? Write with reason. The chemical reaction of conical flask C is higher. The conical flask C has higher solution density and temperature than A, but the density of the solution C is higher than B, and the rate of collision of molecules of reacting substances is higher. And when the rate of collision of molecules is higher, the rate of chemical reaction is also higher. The property and use of hydrocarbon compound is given in a table below. So on the basis of that, we are going to answer the questions. Write down the IUPAC name of that compound. Since the hydrocarbon compound in the table is glycerol, its IUPAC name is propane 1,2,3 triol. Next one, what is the structure formula of compound formed by the reaction between the compound with plenty of hydrogen? When the glycerin react with plenty of hydrogen, so it forms propane, as the OH group is replaced by the hydrogen group. A part of opinion of Mr. Abhishek Khadka published in the Mr. Republica on 20th April 2023 is given here. So on the basis of that, we are going to answer the questions. So write any effects seen in the human health except above mentioned by such chemicals. So chemicals, so here is calcium carbide, and effects in human due to calcium carbide are itchy skin, red blister on skin, congestion in lungs. Similarly, write a process to ripening food by traditional method: wrapping the fruit in jute sack, using leaves of Osuro Malabar nut, keeping the fruits inside a thick layer of wax or of hay, Next one, now we are moving to ask the section D long answer type question. So here is a blog address as http www.cerebri.com/blog/resources/ the pros and cons of technology in education. So on the basis of this, we are going to answer the question: which technology does the blog describe? It describes the digital technology, and the technology mentioned in the blog also has disadvantage. So the two disadvantages are the people who spend on an excessive amount of time online experience changes in their social behavior. Crimes caused by social media affect the personal, family, and the social life as well. Next one, mention any one cause of AI in the technology mentioned above. So one use of AI is intellectual tutoring, visual learning environment, etc. So here is a newspaper article, and on the basis of that, we have to answer these questions. So a copying machine of living beings. So this article is about the cloning, and which ship is Dolly identical to? So Dolly is identical to the ship one, which is the master copy. Next one, in the text part of the order that was used to describe as a very small piece from the article text, so you can work out what is meant by a very small piece. So very small piece in the article means cell. The last sentence of the article, it is stated that many governments have already decided to forbid cloning of people by law. Two possible reasons for this decision are mentioned below. Are these reasons scientific reasons? Circle either yes or no for each. So clone people could be more sensitive to certain diseases than normal people. So which is correct? Yes. And people should not take over the role of a creator. No. So symptoms of high blood pressure and its two preventive measures. So high blood pressure symptoms are headache, shortness of breath, nose bleeding, sweating, fatigue, sleeplessness, anxiety, etc. And preventive measure. So we have to avoid smoking and drinking alcohol. We have to consume less salty and oily food items. Next one. The relation between volume of water and temperature is shown in the given graph. So study the graph and answer the following. So here is a graph showing the relation between temperature and volume. So we know that water, it has a special property which is known as the anomalous expansion of water. So anomalous expansion of water is a special property shown in the picture, or we can say graph. So anomalous expansion of water, by hearing this we have to know that so water, it has maximum density and minimum volume at 4 degrees Celsius. So write the changes that takes place in the density of water on heating from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius. When water is heated from 0 to 4 degrees Celsius, its density increases, and when it is heated from 4 to 10, its density decreases. Water has highest density and least volume at 4 degrees Celsius. So write any effects of this special property of water. So fish and other aquatic creatures can survive in water below the ice. Water pipe bursts in winter. Water solidifies from top to bottom. So these are some of the effects of anomalous expansion of water. Next one. So write any two differences between concave and convex lens. So concave lens, it is thinner in the middle and thicker at the edges, whereas convex, it is thicker in the middle and thinner at the edges. Concave lens diverges the parallel ray of light after refraction, whereas convex lens, it converges the parallel ray of light after refraction. Between air and water, air is rarer medium and water and glass is denser medium. Why? So because the speed of light is more in air, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, compared to glass, which is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. As speed of sound is greater in a rarer medium, and a medium in which speed of light is less is denser medium. So answer the following question on the basis of electronic configuration of element A and B on the basis of subset. So in which group element A belongs in the periodic table? So A belongs to group 1A, as it has one electron in its valence shell. It belongs to 1A. So in which period element B belongs in the periodic table? So periodic table. So since the last electron is in 2p orbital, so element belongs to the second period. Next one, write down the molecular formula of compound formed by the combination of A and B. So we know that element A, it is potassium, and element B is oxygen. So the compound formed by the combination of potassium and oxygen is potassium oxide. So why is element B kept in p block of periodic table? So element B is kept in p block because its last electron enters the p orbital or p subshell. So draw a well-labeled diagram showing the lab preparation of ammonia gas and write down the method to test this gas in the gas tank. So this is the label diagram for the preparation of ammonia gas. And the taste of this ammonia gas, it can be identified by its pungent smell. When a moist red litmus is inserted in the jar containing ammonia, it turns blue. Okay, so by this we have completed solution of cdcset. I hope this video was useful to you. If you like this video, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any queries, drop the comment in the comment section. See you on the next video. Thank you.